Hey, I hope you're doing well. This is video 4 in the series of Successful Living. And we just recently talked about our values and our priorities. We kind of have to know what we believe in and what is important to us before we can know if we're living successfully. We may have a good job, but is that truly our priority? Of course, it's a part of it, it's a part of who we are. Now, if I were to categorize or name like 4 or 5 things that we should consider when we're considering what we believe in, what are our priorities, I would say our spiritual belief would be first and foremost. It's always good to start off with God and our connection to Him, our belief in Him. Do you believe in spiritual things? And if you do you believe in God? Are you drawing near to God? Are you following after truth? Are you following after those who follow after God to learn about them? Of course, we never imitate people, but we follow after people to learn who they're following after. Now, of course, yes, first and foremost is we have a relationship with God. But are we receiving truth? Are we drawing near to God's people? Are we drawing near to those who have wisdom, who have been through the wars, so to speak, of life? That would be first and foremost. Are you living in what you believe? And if you're not, I would start there. Start your priorities there, start your long term, short term goals there. And then after that, it would be taking care of yourself, your health and fitness. Are you getting exercise? Are you getting outside? Are you eating well? These are all super important to being the best that you can be. And when we are the best that we can be, when we're eating well, when we're being active, some type of activity in our life, our mind is more clear, we are a little more centered, and then we can focus more on what we truly believe in. This is Simba. He wants to be a part today. Right? When we eat well, when we are active, then we feel good. And when we are the best that we can be, then we can give that to others. We can't really give our best to others if we're not taking care of ourselves. And that's why I put that second and then family next. So when we are taking care of ourselves, that's not selfish. That is actually loving toward ourselves and to others. Like I said, when we are taking care of ourselves and doing our best, we can give our best to others. So my priorities, what are my values? What do I believe in? What are my priorities with my friends, my family, my social community? And then set long-term, short-term goals with that. Am I living up to what I truly believe? And if I'm not, like, how do I get to that place? And then after that, I would say, um, let's see, like maybe I would separate these two. So health and fitness first, and then maybe working on yourself in the sense of, do you want to learn a new skill? Do you want to build confidence? Is there a hobby or a language or something you want to learn? And what is your priority with that? And then I would say, then like maybe career or function or vocation. Do you know what career you want? And if you don't, then maybe consider what is important to you. What are your values? What do you want to go after? And do you know what God has called you to? Do you know or have something in your heart that God has called you to? First and foremost, God will never call you to something that you already know how to do yourself or that you have that strength in yourself. You may have a desire in you, you know, like God put a desire in me and I didn't quite understand it and I wasn't able to develop it, but God knew how to bring me to that place. But of course, it is based on me following after my priorities and my goals. Um, and then if you don't know, If you don't know what your purpose is, and you do believe in spiritual things and you do believe in God, then I would say draw near to God, draw near to God's people, and like embrace the journey. And that is another good point. We don't, we are not going to accomplish our life in a year. We're not going to get to every single goal we ever wanted to in a year. Life is a journey. And learning God's truth toward us, learning God's love toward us, His grace, His mercy. Life is about joy. Life is about doing the day to day. Life is about, being happy and being sad and rejoicing with those who rejoice and weep with those who weep. All right. So I think that's a good start, and I'll see you next time.